Hey Kodesh, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing fine on this Monday. Welcome out mine, welcome 3D Bubbles to the stream. Hope you guys are doing fine. I was just messaging someone, got a question. Alright. What is up with the music? There we go. Alright, we're going to start in a few couple of minutes. I am /ish a little bit busy still this week, but it really is the last week. I just didn't have any time just yet to prepare something for the stream. If it's about some other people's ideas. But for next Monday, it should be fine now. I've been busy this week with the last stuff. Moving up furniture, demolishing furniture, rebuilding furniture. But I'm glad that stuff is finally finished. So this week is really for me getting back into all the stuff. So I need to change some stuff in the group this week. Need to prepare for next week the 30-minute idea or maybe the weekly ideas. Stuff like that. Also going to need to make new thumbnails for the live stream, or at least for when we are done, because now everything looks the same. Last 20 streams or something. Just want to make something simple that I don't have to change each time. Outmind is fine, his PC isn't. There is Reverb in the background. What is Reverb? Uh, 3D Bubble says we're trying out new volumetric shadows features today. Yeah, I also need to get back onto Blender. I haven't been doing Blender for a little while, just because I was mainly busy doing other stuff in my daily life. I didn't have time for anything, not even like playing games or recording games or getting back into Blender, that kind of stuff. Let me see, this is the first one. Yeah, 2 streams playing, that wouldn't be handy. Oh. I just need to add something on my WordPad there. So we had a drill, adjustable screwdriver, sandblaster, air compressor, jackhammer, spanner, and hydraulic jack. Okay, get the winners away from last week. I've seen a lot of amazing entries. I've seen some really good materials, some nice models. Alright, this stuff should be done. Save, alright. Going to put the music a little bit softer though. Well, let's see, I believe last week I did add a new poll, I think. That was the week before that. What is the best streaming day for you? You guys want longer stream, this one can go away. Seems like you guys like to have a little bit of longer streams. The best streaming day, 5 people say Sunday, 4 people say it doesn't matter, and 1 person says Monday to Friday only. You know, the weekend you need to chill out, you don't want to hear my voice in your day off. Sunday's interesting thing though. I might need to do something with that for the future. Now it would be a very long stream if I need to do the weekly and the 30 minutes on Sunday. It's going to be a 3 to 4 hour stream. Maybe a little bit too long. Maybe not. Edwin is here and we need to start. Alright Edwin, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good Monday, as well as for everyone else. Okay. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I was away on Saturday. We've been driving almost 4 hours to bring away some gerbils and to pick up some gerbils. So yeah, that's why Saturday the announcement was like very early. Now I for today have to drop this in right now. Take your time and enjoy your weekend. So when I just drop in one earlier, you don't have to straight away stop the one off the day before. You still have in mind, you have to keep in mind you still have 24 hours as usual. And that is all. Alright, for today, the first one is the drill. And I believe with the drill, the first one I really like. Let me just see here. The first one is outmined, harder than expected. Didn't have much time to add any details. I really like the materials on this one. It makes it look like a children's fake drill, which is good because you also have toys rather than having you know, always that real stuff. I really like this one. I really like the colors in here. I really like the material in here. Looks very good, the combination of it. The drill looks very nice too. Very child friendly, I would say. Not too sharp. No small parts to be swallowed. A very good first start, I would say. Yeah, it's a nice drill. Very good. I like it. Perfect render. It's just a very good one. Alright, then the second one is of Berkelmere. As according to JB, I'm so terribly old, this is the drill I use. Just joking around in the chat. Well, I like it. So maybe it is very good that I have inspired Berkelmere to make something old here. I like this old school hand drill. So if you don't have any electricity, you can still use a drill. You only have to do it with the hand. Nice wood on top, nice wood in the middle. This one looks old and used a lot over time. Wish I could zoom in a little bit more onto the detail of the drill. But so far I can tell it is okay. That's basically, I say it because I cannot really get into the detail of it. Berkeley is a very advanced Blender user, so I would like to see the details. Anything else? I think this is pretty much correct. I think I've used one of these at some point. Very good. Then we're gonna go to Deadly Core drill called Bosch. U-series drill. Took over 30 minutes, took me 38. Didn't have time to finish it. That's okay. This one looks like yeah, the render size doesn't matter in this case. It looks a little bit like something from a certain game where there's an apocalyptic something going on, because you know it's really that darkish color what is left of it on here. It looks very dirty, which isn't a bad thing. I like this model though. Very simple. Nice decal on it. Yeah, got some switches on here. No drill, that's okay. Simple as it is, good. And side view. Wasn't this already the side view? A little bit. Deadly Core, if you can hear me, always try to go with just one. What you can also do is take this drill, copy it, and then put it near it, and then use a different field, and you can have two drills in one angle. Yeah, the side is not too much different, but I understand people do this. Oh yeah, that is your objective for next time. The model looks good. I like the texturing, I like the decals on it. It has a apocalyptic atmosphere on it, so that's very good. Then we're gonna go to Erwin. I am tired and I can focus modeling, so keep it simple. And yeah, Erwin always keeps it simple. You don't have to mention it that you always keep it simple. Just have fun blendering. You just drop it in. You are you. And yeah. You were tired though. I would just weapon type melee, damage 2, health depleted, charge required. Okay, so this is a game drill which can be used in games like what is that zombie game called? I don't know, for some reason I had to think of that, where you can use like different kind of stuff in order to kill zombies. I would only say that the Accu part down here needs to be a little bit smaller though. It feels really big. If you just cut this thing through the half of it and then, you know, try to fit it under it, I would say it's good. I do like the top part here for some reason. And yeah, I like that you have added something extra in order to, you know, mention that it's for a game or something. I like that. Dead Rising, is that the one? With I think it is. With Troy Baker or something? Baker? Dead Rising. Yeah, Dead Rising. Yeah, that's the game. I really had to think of that for some reason. Yeah, very good that you still added a little extra. Makes it look special. Then we are gonna go to Kodash. I think for code has the same story, unless, you know, with these two, it could be that this this bar underneath is like a stand and or acts at the same time as a loading station to, you know, power station where you load up your drill. The same one with this one. It's a little bit big, but I'm just gonna imagine you put it into the loading station for power charging station, whatever it's called. I do like the color, nice orange, very big, powerful engine. Yeah, this one just does what it needs to do. You just press the button, it's going to spin around just like the one of Erwin. But this one is a little more smooth though. I do like the little dents in here. I don't know exactly what to call it. Yeah, really good. It is so red. Yeah, it is red. Maybe it's for like a low poly game with very bright colors. I have no idea what the game is called, but I have seen a game where this this drill would perfectly also fit in beside Dead Rising. And then we're gonna go to adjustable screwdriver. There we go. I wasn't sure if this was also a drill or not. Adjustable screwdriver. Now I have to think, what is an adjustable screwdriver? I mean, I know those screwdrivers where you can take the I don't know if it's called bit in English, like a bit you put in here, or maybe it's like a longer part which you can turn around. So you got minus and plus. I also don't know if that is what it's called in English. I like to call it plus minus. But what is that? Like, what is an adjustable screwdriver exactly? Yeah, Erwin got the point with the plus and minus. But what is this? Just keep in mind, this wasn't mine idea, so... Adjustable screwdriver. I see a lot with small bits. But I don't really see one with this thing, which makes me curious. Probably a very special tool. Where it's used for. I was the idiot. Well, you're not an idiot. Absolutely not. Yeah. It's a battery pack, is it? Oh, that is for the drill. Yeah, it makes me wonder what kind of screwdriver this is. It's very interesting. I really would like to know, you know, the deal with this stuff. Apparently, Berkelmere ain't here, so I guess we will never know. I do like the model of it. It looks like it has been used with a little bit of smear of dirt on it or oil or whatever. Got some nice textures onto, excuse me, on this part down here. And on the bit itself, it's got a little bit of rust to it. At least it has been used. Very interesting model. I think it's just inside it doesn't have a use. It could also be just for decoration. But it definitely looks interesting though. Then we're gonna go to Erwin again. Gone simple. That is okay, Erwin. That's a very long one, which is very handy. I got like a new CPU. I got now a Ryzen 9 and I needed a new cooler on it, and this cooler is very big and it came with its own screwdriver, which this top part was like 1/5 of this handle here, and it was extremely long. It's super handy when you have to mess around in PCs where you don't have a lot of space. I like that you've chosen for a double option, which is very nice. And I think this thing should belong in, I don't know, in a museum, since this, well, it looks like it is like glass, like colored glass, something like that, which you should be very careful with when you do some mechanical stuff. You don't want to drop it, you don't want to stand on it, but maybe this could also be like plastic or something. It is definitely an interesting design though. Music, there we go. Yeah, but very good, I like it. Then we're gonna go to Kodash, and Kodash has an interesting design down here. I like the background with it, it's very simple. But it fills in the blank, I would say. Very interesting. Now, I am wondering, is it like a real life thing, or is this like a made up thing? Because I can imagine that you could, you know, get this lid off from it, and then inside there will be like different type of bits that you can take this bit off and put a new one from in there. It has a good grip though, I would say. This one exists. Okay, are there bits in here? In this top part? There's something like this. Yeah, I do know like a little bit more like a tin part on both sides, but this one looks like it carries some extra bits if you take this off, so that will be very handy. You don't lose your bits inside or under it. Yeah, it's very nice design, very interesting. I like it to see something different like than a straight on screwdriver. Very good. And there we have Berkelmeer. Welcome to the stream. Opening fine, and I got a question for you. This screwdriver. Very interesting. But what is this part down here? Is this just decorative, or is there a use for this? I'm thinking of it. What if you would put this forwards in order to get the bit out easier? Yeah, okay, so it is for the bit. Okay, that is interesting model. I've never seen such a thing before, so it is very high tech. I have like a screwdriver where you put bits in like that. Sometimes it's like a little bit, you need to put a lot of strength in order to get the bits out of it, so yeah, that's very handy. Alright, so let's go to the Sand Blaster. Oh, that's Sander. This first one is of Big Fat Sound. Hello, this is my first time posting here. Welcome, Big Fat Sound. I hope I'm doing it right. Took me about 35 minutes to model and texture. 35 minutes is okay. And we're not going to be too strict about things. That's a very interesting machine you got there. You got on and off, which looks like color light up buttons, which is very good. You got also a little thingy here. Two different kind of sandblast ideas. Now, I would say just try to keep the background like 1. How you say that? So you don't get like this corner part in here. Just make a nice flat background and then a wall up, straight up. It just looks better when you just have one object that you just need to show off. But let's take a closer look at it, because it seems like there is a little bit of detail going on the texture of the sander. That is what it's called. I like the details on it. Very good. This one seems also be good. I think this is yeah, pretty simple but a solid machine. I like the small details down here. That's very good. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Background can turn in a shadow catcher, it will be okay. Low poly style is blocking before the transformation. I like this model. There's some nice shapes on it, some nice detail on it. Not too blocky. That's very good. And I like the color combination with the blue and especially this piece of sandpaper type of deal. Makes it come out very good. Yeah, so for the background, maybe something like this could do, like one background, or something like this could do, like one background. And I hear a couple more with simpler backgrounds. It really works a lot better than. Well, it looks more, you know, a little bit more professional already, something like that. Well, you don't have to be a pro. And then we're gonna go to Kodash. Dustless sandblasting the floor. Wow, that's a mouthful, and I don't mean the word, but it's machine for some reason. I like it. There's a lot going on onto this model. I like the pipe. It's not a pipe, it's a hose. Looks very smooth, I want to say. Small details, very good. I like the this part down here, so it makes sure all of the stuff will get to one point. I like the color of this. It looks a little bit old school color. There's a lot of details on it. The little electronical box. Looks like handles and lids and pipes and levers, and yeah, very good. Let me see, what is it called? A funnel. Apparently this is called a funnel. Couldn't find the word there. Now, I would only say that, you know, the stand down here, something needs to be more smoother onto this, because I feel like the corners here are way too sharp. Like it's very rough, sharp corner. Be a little some smoothness in there. Anything else, I really like it though. It's really nice. Very good. It's just so simple but so detailed. Also points for detail on here. Yeah, I would only say. I need to make some new t-shirts or coffee mugs with, I would only say. Then we're gonna go to Card Hawk handled electric sander. Which is a more of a simple model, which is okay. Simple sometimes does the job. Interesting color combination of light blue, a little less light blue, dark blue, of course black cabling, and then dark grayish other parts. I'm only missing a button, a tiny little detail, a button, or either here or there or wherever it's supposed to be. Just a button. Anything else? I like this model. It's very smooth, very simple. Code says looks complicated, but if you look at all its simple shapes and mirror, double mirror, objects being reused, yeah, it looks very overwhelming, but this could be done. I'm not gonna say easily because you need to learn getting into the flow of making such a thing, but over time, if you do this more and more and more and more, it could be very simple. There have been a couple of entries which looks like very tough and rough to do that in 30 minutes, but if you know what you're doing, you can do this. It's a nice challenge to do that. And yeah, very good. Card hog. Say handheld electric sander. Then we're gonna go to air compressor. Air compressor messed up the shrink wrap on the writing and need to start learning to use curves more often. This one is a big fat sound, and it says air on it. Yeah, learning shrink wrap text around something is also something to learn, because you need to have the nice amount of vertices. You need to give your text a little bit of thickness. And you need to learn few certain options of the shrink wrap itself, because I've noticed that I had to use few certain other options in order to make the lettering not look like messed up. It's definitely something to learn. Now I would only say on this one you've got to put it on smooth though, because there's a lot of smoothness in vertices, but the surface is flat. If you go for all the smoothness, then also don't forget right mouse button and click on smooth. Anything else, it got a handle on it, it got some wheels, it got a stand. You got a intake, or better to say an outtake, in order to put a hose on it, so you can blow air or whatever. And this thing, I'll guess, would be the engine to take care that compressed air will get into this guy. It's not too bad, really. I like it. Alright. My mouse over here. Then we're gonna go to Kodash. Apparently red is a inspiring color for the next one. Red is a very aggressive color. Nice color. Color of danger. And I think compressed air is dangerous. You don't want this thing to blow up into your face. I like the rubber feet underneath the leg, to call it, which is very nice. Do not damage the floor or whatever. Now I would say about the wheel, it can use a little bit more reflection in order to make it feel a little bit more plastic-ish, or it should only be done on the inside and keep the outside the reflection like that to make it feel like rubber, because now both feel like it is rubber. Which I say personally, it feels a little strange. The material on this one. I like how at some point the colors are very simple material, while it also looks quite high detail at some parts in the model itself. I do like the bolts in here. It's an extra detail. I like this little something that is going on down here. I find it very, detailed. I like also how there are a lot of curves in here. Very nice. Of course, the engine. Yellow bolts, very creative. Little handle to properly, lift it up and just move it offside while it's leaning onto the rubber feet. But good. I still like it though. I like how the two compressors are similar. Yeah, those two looks rather the same. Of course I know you mean this one. Yeah, there are no more entries of this one. Well, kinda. I mean, it is red. Both are red. Both have like same kind of capacity to fill the air. Only this one has like different type of handles rather than this one. The legs, the feet are different. The engine, kind of, sorta. I think it just the color does a lot, making it look the same. But very good, both of them. Then we're gonna go to jackhammer, and for some reason this custom-made jackhammer of Erwin looks very nice. It looks like something that could fit in a certain game or a certain fantasy world. Yeah, it's definitely interesting color combination. There's only something strange with the this down here. But if I just ignore that, I like the model. I like how there are like clearly visible that this is a separate part. This is a separate part from this. Little display panel on it, and this for whatever reason, you know, maybe to protect the handles or your own hands. The color is very interesting, and of course a big red button. Very good. Points for making the render look in the same shape of the model. That's very good. Can make things straight away look better than having a lot of empty space on the left and the right side. And then we're gonna go to Kodash Jackhammer Challenge. Wow, that's also a very nice one. Excuse me. Yeah. Alright, I'm just checking out the model. I really like to look at each part down here. I like the upper part of the handle for some reason. It's like an important detail. You see that a lot at tools and swords. I like this part down here, making, you know, giving a feeling you can get a lot of grip on it when you need to open or close it in order to put a different front on it. Excuse me again. I like how detailed the handle is. That's very nice. I like it. Good. This part is also very nice. I like how it has separated colors. Some kind of a lid on here. So you can screw those two things off and look at the engine. I wonder if this is a real life type of deal or not. Also like to have these bolts underneath. Really gives me a feeling that if you undo those bolts or unscrew those bolts, that these two parts come loose. Very nice. Here you got the trigger to say. A nice big fat cable. Very good. Also like the material on this guy. It looks a bit grainy now. I don't know if it's just because the render samples. Yeah, it looks on this one too. Like denoising sometimes get certain effects away, because on this this shiny part here I don't see any noise, but on these two parts I see a little bit of noise, but for some reason it gives it a little bit of an extra effect on it, and I actually like it. While on here it is not visible at all. So denoising is not always something you want to have on, but very good. When JB said jackhammer as topic, I thought of the one from Pocket Tanks, but didn't have time to make it that day. Music, and then detail on the handle is actually detail or decal. Ah. Yeah, I wondered too, but it seems like by the look of the how the light is shining onto this part and not on here, a little bit less light on this part, but there is light on this part, which dark light. You can also see at the with the dents or whatever it's called, that the top part of the dent has dark and the bottom part has light. So I'm guessing it is modeled in, maybe with a sculpt tool. A sculpt brush. Well, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, you can. Sometimes you can just really see it by the light and darker spots on it. If it's like visible on other parts, to see if it's decal or not. Unless you are very good with nodes and you know how to mess around with nodes in such a way that it can also put the light on it the correct way. I don't know. Andrew Price had a video on it how to do that. Then we're gonna go to TechSoft, as I like to call him. He says jackhammer challenge with caps locks on. Well, points for, you know, putting two different angles in one picture. Yeah, let me see if I can zoom this in a little bit more. A little bit more of the details. It looks a bit strange though, I have to be honest, if you do it on this way. But I like the detail of the screw type of deal down here. Very nice. There are a few side here is very nice. It's something that looks like bolts down here, which makes it very clear that these two parts can be separated along with the line down here, which is very nice. Got some bolts on this side, which is very nice. Looks very sharp, this point here. And of course you got a cable, also very nice. Not a fan of the grass, says Outmind. Yeah, I was just thinking like the grass is not really a needed thing when you just have like a one object like this. Like a jackhammer is something you use for cement or concrete, or so you can also just, you know, put this thing on a white/grayish type of ground. And yeah, I like this lighter one here than this sun under type of deal down here. For some reason, the shadow combined with the light doesn't feel correct, because when the sun is almost down to the ozone layer, which gives this very effect of the light here with the color, then the shadow should be stretched out like crazy. So I like this one a lot more if it's about the light and shadow. Alright, then we're gonna go to a spanner. The first one is Erwin low poly version spanner, turning 2D picture into 3D. Okay, so you have used a 2D picture, or you looked at a 2D picture. Is this a spanner? I thought this was a wrench. I could be wrong though. Spanner, yeah. Oh, a spanner is also a wrench. That's a little confusing, Google. I see a lot of them, but also, you know, like different type of deals. Like I see here a wrench, this is a wrench. This is supposed to be, if I'm not wrong, a spanner. But for some reason they call this a spanner too. So yeah, you're right. I guess. Are these what's that called? Gems? Gemstones? Make it look like a luxurious spanner. I like the attempt of doing an open one and a closed one. That is a nice challenge. I tried this once too with the weekly where we had the detail going on. It was a nice challenge to do that. Actually, a lot of fun. I like the orange and the yellow in here combined. Like this is the one I made. It wasn't weekly though, not a daily. Mine one isn't closed, I see right now, but it was a lot of fun to make this thing. Very small, simple tool, but it requires a little bit of modeling. So very good on that. And then we're gonna go to Kodash. And Kodash made the adjustable wrench, which is called a spanner. It's confusing. Let me just keep calling it spanner. I like this one because it gives you a challenge on doing the screw part. I like this this part down here. If you wanted to give a little extra, you can add in a name or this is a brand. I also like what you've done here on the upper part. I don't know if anyone can really see it or that it's barely visible. But this is like a separate piece onto this piece. I have seen once one of these where this part can also be taken off. I don't know exactly how you needed to do that, but you could replace this. Points for taking on the challenge with this thing there. Very good. Make it rusty. Also like how you have placed this into the render. Make use of the whole screen. I like it though. Then we're gonna go to 3D Bubble, a workbench render today. A spanner. Oh man, you have to excuse me. I don't have any water here. I have nothing to drink. We need to go to the supermarket after the stream. This is a 10 and an 11. Very interesting. It's a lot of fun to model this guy. It really gives you a challenge because you know you use like smooth parts, but you also need to make this part down here. But you also need to take care that this part is more tightlier. You need to make the letters in there, numbers. It's a very nice challenge to fix this guy. So far, so good, I would say. I like it. Points for adding the brand bubbles and the 10 and 11. Very good. Welcome, Sergey Maslov. Hope you're doing fine on this Monday. A spanner in workbench. I get it. I understand why you did it in the workbench because, yep, it's a tool for the workbench. Alright, then we're gonna go to the last one, which is a hydraulic jack. The first one is of 3D Bubbles. Now there are a lot of different hydraulic jacks for many different uses. For example, cars, or maybe to lift up some heavy machinery, or even to lift up buildings. It is crazy how many different type of hydraulic jacks there are. Yeah, this is it's a very nice one. And this one looks like it's very big, but it could. I don't know if you also use this for a car or maybe something else. I like how you have these the handles like separate pieces, so you can put them into each other and then into this thing. I like that little extra detail. And then you pump it like it's hot. In this case, I would say yes, slash is this corner piece could be there, but rather not. Or else make the ground look dark concrete and the wall white. I don't know, like a garage. Nobody has a blue garage. Yeah, but the materials are very nice. I really like the material on this guy. Looks very good. I like the chromey rings on this part down here. I also like how this bigger part has sunken into the ring part. Makes it look very realistic. This part looks separated. Very good model this. That's also very nice. Very good model. I like the materials a lot. Very good. Alright. And then we're gonna go to Berkelmeer. He has a car hydraulic jack. And it's also an interesting model down there. Don't sit on these. Going to hurt a lot. Only if you're brave enough. Once again, what I like that Berkelmeer is doing a lot is just adding the detail that it has been used a lot. So once again, points for that. Points for this. I only feel like this the blue part is a little bit too clean compared with this part down here. Alright, a little bit too clean, maybe a few tiny scratches could have done it. I like how clear it is that this is separate parts. That's very good. Simple wheels. I also like that it kind of looks like my English, man. I have to translate again. Oh god, Google ain't helping. Oh yeah, welding seams or weld seams. Yeah, it really looks like weld seams, which makes it incredibly realistic. I don't know if it's an illusion or that you intend to do that, but it really gives me the feeling that it's like welded. So yeah, this is also very good. Bolt, but not like a normal bolt. It's like a star type of deal. What is that called again? I don't know, but you can see it. Very good. Yeah. Who would sit there? Yeah, don't sit there. It's gonna be very dangerous. Very nice. And then we're gonna go to Kodash. Kodash went completely black, gray, and a little touch of blue. I like this one a lot, or I'm liking it a lot. Just because I like the combination here. This is a nice welding hydraulic jack. I only wonder why this here looks a little bit like squarish. It looks like low resolution type of deal. Yeah, that's a very interesting one. I like this. Very good. Little details here and there, bolts here and there, little ashtray if you smoke a lot. But yeah, this is a very nice one. Very good, and I like the black in here with combined with the chromey, the blue background, so very dark blue background. Very smooth. All right, very nice. Check. Oh yeah, I need my own DJ. Then we're gonna go to Erwin. I ran out of time thinking too much, and I have no idea if there is something I miss. Maybe there is. Custom-made hydraulic jack. It's always nice to say custom-made because then it's always legit, you know. Interesting, custom-made. Yeah, it does looks like if you crank this thing enough, this part here will go up. And that looks very good. Interesting material choice. I do like how you have tried the black part here to make it look like rubber. So that is very good. We got the grip on here. Also very good. It's very simple though. Probably some wheels underneath this thing that you don't see. But I can imagine those wheels. It probably does the job. Some nice combination of red and blue. I like the background. By the look of it, I don't know if I'm right about it, but by the look of it, you've been using focus. Because it seems like here would be the corner. I'm not quite sure. But it's a nice background though. Interesting color. Nice shapes. These also look like welded. Very good. Very smooth. And this looks like 3D bubbles jacks. Baby? Bubbles jacks baby. Ah, yeah. Baby that still has baby fat. Right. Maybe the same brand, different users. No focus? Interesting background. Anything else? Very good entries. A lot of yellow, red, blue in today's competition. Well, kinda blue. But very good. Nice JB the inspector. Okay. It is time to vote for winners. I'm glad there are a lot of people, so we can get a good idea of what people like. And the first one we're going to vote on is, of course, the drill. For the drill, we are having Outmind, we're having Burglemere, we have Deadly Core, yes, Erwin, Kodash. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entries. Let me know which one you like the most. Gonna go for this guy down here, the modern one. You're gonna go for the old school one. Gonna go for the apocalyptic one, or at least that is how I'm feeling with it. They're gonna go for the one that fits in a, I would say, a zombie game. Or are you going to the one that is orange with a loading station? Charging station, yeah. English. I think my favorite one is this one though. The size of the model and the parts feel very realistic, but it feels also very toys-like. The material feels like it's a toy for kids, realistic kid toy. You know, I like this one too. Of course, there are more I like. Would like to see this in the game. Apocalyptic game. This one also in the game. Alright, we have 1 for Outmind, 1 for Burglemere, 2 for Burglemere, 2 for Outmind. Children tools. How about Bosch? No, Don't the stuff look like it's very realistic, or the stuff look like it is a kid toy? Okay, let me see. We have one for Erwin. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 votes. There's 6 people watching, so that's kind of right. Okay, in this case we have a draw, so only in this case Kodash, you have to choose between Erwin or Outmind. I mean Berkelmere and Outmind, which one is it going to be? Berkelmere, Outmind, one of these, then your vote will make the winner. Okay, Kodash is gonna go for Berkelmere. Very good. My insult has made Berkelmere a winner. So Berkelmere, congratulations on winning the drill. Very good. Save image as. I should not forget to add the announcement for today. Last week I forgot about it. For the weekly. Winners 30 minutes. Berkelmere, very good. Alright, then we are gonna go to adjustable screwdriver. Well, not really an insult. I used 3D Bubble, you were saying about your light bulb that you had posted the light bulb when we had the off-topic chat about show your first artwork, and then I said Berkelmere already forgot that because he's old, so that's why he said, according to JB, I'm so terribly old, this is the drill I use. Something like that. Alright, here we go again. We're going to vote for adjustable screwdriver. In this case we have Berkelmere, we have Erwin, we have Kodash. Which one of the 3 do you like the most? You can vote, you don't have to vote if you're one of these people. Let me know the name of your liking. Kodash for the amazing background. Sure, that can do it too. The model isn't everything. Sometimes it's the way how you present your model. Make your render look nice, make it look fancy. That is the whole test and trick we're doing the 30 minutes, trying to be special. Kodash, Berkelmere, Kodash. And then I'll guess Kodash is the only one left, so then it will be Kodash. Kodash, congratulations on winning the adjustable screwdriver. Yeah, okay, that's because of the fancy background, very good. Then we're gonna go to the Sand Blaster, and we got 3 very different models. Sand Blaster, which I like a lot. In this case, for the Sand Blaster, we are having Big Fat Sound, we're having Kodash, and we have Car Hog. which model do you like the most? Which model would you use? I mean, it's a little difficult to use this thing onto your table or whatever, but it's strong enough and can lift this up. This would make a lot of a mess. Right, we got Kodash, and we have big fat sounds. Oh man. And we got Card Hog. In this case, I don't want to wait for too long, because at some point I also need to go out. It will be Kodash, and I like this model a lot too. The other two ain't bad either. Image as Kodash number 2. Only missing the John Deere logo for some reason. And then we're gonna go to compressed air. We have 2 entries for compressed air. And we have big fat sound, and we have Kodash. Which one do you like the most? I'm gonna make a list already just for this last week for, you know, something that we need to do. Next week we'll do something special. The upcoming week we're going to do some random items, and I'm just going to make something up. Very random. Okay, we have one for Kodash, we have one for big fat sound, and another one for Kodash. Random items. Another one for big fat sound. I know something for today. Let's drop this word into the translate. Keychain, that wouldn't be too difficult. Okay, so it is a draw. In this case, I could ask you guys choose between. Oh, yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, so I am going to choose Kodash in this case, just because I like. I really like this spot down here. Some reason, which I'm kind of missing on this guy, like a start button or, you know, something simple to get the machine rolling. Anything else, I think this is very much on point, just without the engine part here. We like the tiny wheels, the stand, the handle, and the compressed air intake. Alright, so Kodash, congratulations on winning compressed air. man, I want to join up too again. In this case, we are gonna go for a jackhammer. A jackhammer, not like jacket hammer. For this one, we have the sci-fi one of Erwin. We have the kind of realistic one of Kodash. Kind of realistic one of Techchin Die Soft. Let me just call him Tech Soft. So there are 3 of these. Let me know which one you like the most. You can almost make a pogo stick out of this one. Just add 2 parts where you can just stand on with your feet. Replace this part here with a... Oh boy, what is that called? I knew what it was called before. I'm getting more retarded. A coil spring. Very good. This thing here. Right, in this case we have 1 vote for Erwin and 1 vote for Kodash. Another one for Erwin, and another one for Erwin. And in this case, I'm just gonna grab it. Erwin, congratulations on winning with the sci-fi hydraulic jack. Sometimes you just need to be lucky with your model. But it just looks different enough, good enough than the other ones. So congratulations. Then we are going to go. It's called voucher for emergency roll. Excuse me. Then we're gonna go to the spanner. Now, even though I do not really understand if this is also called a spanner or that originally it is called the yes, getting retarded again. But this is called a spanner because you can span it, right? Tighten it up. That is what spanner means. But we have 3 of these. I have said it before. A wrench, yeah, there we go. Jesus, how could I forget that? Rough Monday. Back, had a bad internet. Okay. Welcome back. We have 2 votes for 3D Bubble so far and 1 vote for Kodash. What the... yeah. But the funniest thing is, if I, you know, type it in Dutch, it will also show both of these, like... So, it doesn't really make any sense to me, like, what is what. It is also called a bako, you know, this guy. And this is called something different. It has, like, these 2 things in Dutch have its own word. And it has a 1 word for both of them together. Like... Language is so weird sometimes. It doesn't make any sense anymore. Music. 3D bubble, 3D bubble, 3D bubble, 3D bubble. Kodash, and then in this case 3D bubbles. Congratulations on winning the French spanner tool. Very good. Definitely deserved though. And then the last one is gonna be a hydraulic jack. We have, in this case, a very nice one of 3D Bubbles. We have also a very nice one of Berkelmeer, a very nice one of Kodash, and a very nice one of Erwin. All looking a little bit different from each other. Which one do you like the most? Everything in English has a word. Yeah. English is very complicated too. Just as complicated as the UK itself. Um, 3D Bubble says, I like Erwin Jack with a plugger. Yeah, maybe it's a multi-tool. It could also be like there's like a big disc underneath this, you know, you can like wax the floor. You can put a seat on it, then it actually functions as a desk chair. A multi-tool, 3-in-1, why not? So we have one for Berkelmeer, one for Erwin, one for Kodash. We have another one for Berkelmeer. We have another one for Kodash. So that's 2 for Berkelmeer, 2 for Kodash, and 1 for Erwin. If no one votes at this moment, that means only 3D Bubbles have to choose between Kodash or Berkelmeer. So 3D Bubbles, you can select one of these and that will be the winner. Yeah, you voted Erwin, but we have a draw on Berkelmeer and Kodash, so you're the only one who voted on a different person. And since we have a draw, then only you need to vote on or Erwin, or on Berkelmeer or on Kodash. I could say let's all re-vote, but everyone already voted on one of these, except for you. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. So yeah, in this case, Kodash, congratulations on hydraulic yak. Hydraulic jack with an ashtray. This is one of my favorite though, so very good. Alright, so that is that. I will keep this WordPad open. So I first need to go to the supermarket, then add the Hall of Fame, and then add the winning points, so I won't forget it. But the one thing that I do want to do is add in a new announcement. Now, I don't really have something for the upcoming week, except for today. I will just make something up. Because I need to go soon. Only for this week it will be random items, but this week I have time again in order to set everything back up to normal, so I can only set up the next week stuff this week. It will all make sense later on. So for this week, there will be still random items. For today, it's going to be a keychain. Now, with keychain, I don't know if people really think about just a chain, but I mean keychain. You can make anything random to a keychain. So for me, the most important part is, of course, make this curly thing down here. Just a few pieces of chain, and then you can just make any item for the keychain you like. That is the part for today. It's not what you think it is. There are a lot of interesting keychains though, so yeah, very good. Oh, I like this one. I'm Dutch, I like clogs. Okay, Erwin. Thank you for being here. I always really appreciate it. Good luck for this week. Thank you for joining up. Anyone with any questions as how I created these, I would be more happy to share. So go ahead. If you got a question for Kodash, you can go to the on topic or off topic chat, wherever you like to ask questions about his stuff. City Bob says Funko Pop keychain. You can also make that. Yeah, anything else will be a surprise for the upcoming days. Oh yeah, keychain. Let's make an announcement for today. Will be challenge 446. The theme for this week is random items. Next week we're going to do something fun. Made up by Outminds. I'm not wrong, but we check it. Task for today is make a keychain in 30 minutes. All the winners of the weekly will be chosen live stream each Monday. By the community. Live stream will be given. Blah blah blah. I need to sneeze. Cover your ears. Oh man. Alright, let's drop this in. Alright, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the entries, thank you for joining up, thank you for the chat. Good luck for this week. Wednesday we are going to do the weekly, of course, as usual, and we are having... What do we have? Realistic external architecture. I'm very good at realistic architecture. So maybe I will join up too. Alright, thank you, Kodash. See you guys Wednesday. Bye bye.